Sarah Forgany with KENS 5 News Now. An undercover police operation ends with a woman dead. Police say she was hit by a 19-year-old driver they were tracking down on the city's south side. KENS 5 Sarah Duran explains.
Police say the victim was killed when the driver lost control of his vehicle and hit her. Video from overnight shows the aftermath, including a crowd of officers at the scene.
SAPD says this all started when undercover officers were following 19-year-old Leo Pinedo. Police say they were tracking him on suspicion of having a large amount of narcotics. Just after midnight, a marked patrol unit was called in to pull Pinedo over, but police say he didn't stop. According to investigators, the unit called off the chase, but a police helicopter followed from up above. They say they watched him speed off, lose control, and crash into a guardrail where a woman was walking. She was pinned by the vehicle and pronounced dead at the scene. The suspect ran off, but police were able to catch up with him a few blocks away. Pinedo was arrested and is now facing charges for murder and evading arrest.
And of course, we'll keep you updated on what we learn next. Sarah Duran, KENS 5.
Also, a man is shot several times while sitting on his front porch on the city's west side. This was around midnight on Desert Willow. Officers say the victim was on his front porch when another man he has an ongoing issue with pulled up, fired shots, then drove off. The victim was hit at least 4 times in his legs and was taken to the hospital. No arrests have been made. A gun club is facing legal backlash after a company claims it is recklessly firing off shots landing in nearby property. The San Antonio Target Hunting and Fishing Club has been located off of West Houseman Road for about 70 years. Now, SA Given to Fly, who owns the property next to the club, is suing them. They claim the gun club is putting people's lives in danger by operating like a, quote, drinking fraternity rather than a business. A judge ruled a temporary restraining order prohibiting the club from shooting. And this past week, a nearby private school, Acton Academy North San Antonio, filed a petition to join the lawsuit. The attorney for the gun club has denied the allegations.
Some of the claims in the lawsuit are, or for lack of a better word, scandalous, and they rely upon anonymous and unreliable John Does.
SA Given to Fly is seeking more than $1 million in damages, while the private school said they are not seeking money, they just want to ensure children on campus are safe. President Biden said a temporary ceasefire deal for Gaza is on the brink of being finalized as negotiations continue in Qatar. Senior Israeli officials tell CBS News they have agreed to a 6-week truce. 33 of their hostages would be released, as would some Palestinians now held in Israeli jails. The Israeli military would establish a buffer zone in southern Gaza for security purposes. Hamas leadership has yet to sign off on the deal. Attorney General Merrick Garland has provided Congress with Special Counsel Jack Smith's report on President-elect Trump. The 130-page report contains mostly already known details of Mr. Trump's efforts to overturn the 2020 election. That includes pressuring state officials, pressuring then Vice President Mike Pence, and the plan to use fraudulent electors. Smith refers to these as, quote, a series of criminal efforts to retain power. The report also indicates the special counsel continued investigating co-conspirators after charging Mr. Trump. The death of a 78-year-old man found in his home is now being investigated by the Texas Rangers. According to the Divine News, police got an anonymous call for a welfare check for a local man around 11 p.m. January 12th. Divine police say when officers arrived to the house on North Windy Knoll Drive, they found 78-year-old Lloyd Fowler dead with a single gunshot wound to the head. Medina County officers arrived to assist. Police say there is no threat to the public. Seguin police also now warning residents about a scam claiming there's a serial killer in the small town. Police say that is not true. The post is getting a lot of shares and a lot of attention. It includes a story about this person attacking a single mom, but police say it's fake. The Better Business Bureau says they've seen this sort of scam before and are urging people to think before sharing.
Cyber criminals are trying to get more people into a black hat marketing scenario or scheme. The more people they can identify as potential consumers, they can then resell that or sell it onto a black or a dark web scenario.
The BBB says the important thing to do is do your research and homework before simply sharing a post. Norovirus is a nasty stomach bug and continues to spread across the U.S., but you may not know most household cleaners do not kill it. Norovirus can live on surfaces for long periods, but common cleaners and even hand sanitizers cannot get rid of it. Companies do make products that kill norovirus. However, you have to check the label to see if it's included.
They may say, for example, that they are 99.9% effective, like this does, against viruses and bacteria, but it turns out that norovirus is often in that 0.1%.
Experts say you can also make your own disinfectant by mixing bleach with water. And if you don't want to use bleach, you can try using a cleaner that contains hydrogen peroxide instead. And that's KENS 5 News Now. I'm Sarah Forgany.
Stream news anytime. Download the KENS 5 Plus app today.